Hello and welcome to Kanen Coffee Espresso Machines, and today actually we're taking out a hardwood floor cleaner and unboxing it. So we need to clean our floors here, and I thought you might be interested in how to set this up. This is the Karcher, I don't know how you pronounce it. Karcher is how I see it. FC5, and this is the soaking tray, and the cleaner, the instruction manual, turning on its side, pulling out the first piece of foam. You can hear my kids laughing in the background. Better laughter than crying, that's for sure. And there's an instruction sheet on how to put it together. So, looks fairly simple. Take off the foam again. And the first direction is to put the handle in until it clicks in the channel. So what you do is you lay the cord down in the channel like that, and then you get it back here to the beginning of the notches, and then you push in the notches and you slide it in. And there it clicked. And so now we're in. That was a little bit tricky. That's why you have video and me. So, and then it says put in the first roller. So this, you can see they're color coded, so this one's green, and conveniently it goes on the green side, and this one's blue, and conveniently it goes on the blue side. Very helpful to see that. And then like that, and then you just push that to clean underneath here. I'm sure this gets really grimy under here. Since it is a mop, mopping floors is dirty work. Most of us have pretty dirty floors, so it's kind of squeegees it out, I can see. So that's gonna get it really grimy. The soaking mechanism, set it in to the stand. So what it wants us to do is, when we put it in the stand, it wants us to make sure that we align it in this notch on the back. That's what the instructions say. So just make sure you get it in that slot on the back, otherwise it can fall out. So who knows what would happen then. And then step 3 is to pull. So yeah, just pull out like that. I tried to push it down, that didn't work, so just pull straight out. The next step is to lift this flap off, the fresh water or the clean water tank. You lift the flap off. We're gonna go fill this at the faucet to the max level here, and then we add our cleaning. So now that we have our water tank full to the max line, we're going to add 1 capful of cleaning detergent. So doesn't want to stand very well. Just shut that, can lay it down, and then so there's one cap full, so this detergent should last us a while. Pour it in, you can pour it on its side, I see, which is nice. And then we're going to reinsert into the machine. Okay, the next process is step step 7 in the instruction manual, and it wants us to add 50 milliliters of water to the tray to wet the brushes. And so you can see that's not very much water. I have 2 ounces here, 50 milliliters. I'm just going to pour it in there, and then I'm going to plug it in. And it says it wants me to run it for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so, oh, I see what it's doing. So now we're on to step C, and it wants me to lift here in order to pull it off of the stand, and then we're ready to clean. So you can see my really dirty floors here, and we're going to see how well we do. And it says to go back and forth, so we're going to go back and forth. side is the left side. So you can see it's doing a pretty darn good job. And, you know, no squeezing, like a normal mop. Looks like less mess. It's pretty, it should dry, looks like it's drying pretty fast. So I'm going to go over here. A great tool, and once we do this for a little while, we'll show you how to empty it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put it in the stand on the floor. So you just put your foot on the base so it doesn't move, and then you get it locked in the groove, and then you're ready to service it by cleaning the tank. You won't be able to hold more than one tank full of cleaner in here. You see the max lines right there. So you can only clean once before 1 tank of clean fresh water will get you 1 tank of dirty water. And then to change the tank, or to empty it out, you just pull here, and then you can see the gnarly water we have in here. So we'll rinse that out. Just rinse it under here. Get it all off. You're going to want to make sure you get that filter clean, or else you're going to have problems. And then rinse it all out in here. And then just push it back in. And then you lock it back in place in the machine. Not putting it in backwards like I just did. Lift the edge right here like this. And then go to the base and then push in. And that's good. Now if you had super dirty floors like I did, and hadn't washed them in a couple weeks, you're going to see that the brushes are really dirty and need to be cleaned. So you have to take the brushes off, just push them off here, and then you also lift this off after. You have to lift this off after you take the brushes off. You can see how dirty that is. And then we're going to go take this stuff to the sink and wash this. Back to our sink, we're going to wash all the grime off. Comes off really easily. And then I'm just going to squeeze these. Until the black water, gray water starts coming off, or starts coming clear. That's good for that one. Good for that one. And what you're going to note, if you have a super dirty floor like I did this time, what you're going to notice is partway through the floor is going to start streaking pretty bad. And what you need to do to stop the streaking, what I had to do, maybe your problem is different, but what I had to do to stop the streaking is to clean these brushes. And I think it's pretty obvious that these brushes being this dirty would create streaking. Now I'm going to reassemble with my clean brushes. And I'll just wipe this off with a towel quick. You can see a little bit of grime in here. And then you have to put the top cover on first. So these suction ports go into these suction ports here, and you push it until it clicks. Make sure it clicks. If it doesn't click, it's going to fall off and the whole thing just falls apart on you. And then you have to do it again and push the brushes in, and then the blue one, and yeah, so for some reason this thing pops off, then you're going to have to take the brushes off again in order to get the top piece back on, then push the brushes back in. I haven't had it pop off as long as I clicked it in. And what else? So, another thing I noticed was that they said sometimes if you get low flow or something, that you need to check the filter. So there's a little filter in here, and you can check that and rinse it. And just make sure when you put it back in that the pointy side is up. The pointy side pushes into the tank to release the water. And sometimes that filter's not in there very strong, so I can see how it could fall out. So if you just find that thing laying on the floor, you know what it's for. So thank you for watching with Kanen Coffee, and watching me use this machine for the first time. And I think it's a pretty good machine. Did a good job with my floors, and I hope you have a good day.